Princess Program. Chapter 1, A New Beginning. Chris stood before the mirror, adjusting the tie on his freshly pressed uniform. Crisp white shirt and green blazer felt like armor, a shield of tradition that promised new opportunities. Today was his first day at St. Joseph's Academy, a prestigious all-boys school renowned for its academic rigor and brotherhood. Chris had worked tirelessly to earn his spot, and now, standing on the precipice of this new chapter, he felt a surge of excitement and a hint of trepidation. "You're going to do great," his mom said, placing a reassuring hand on his shoulder. "Just remember to be yourself." Chris nodded, his chestnut brown eyes sparkling with determination. He grabbed his bag, waved goodbye, and headed out the door, ready to conquer whatever challenges lay ahead. St. Joseph's sprawling campus was buzzing with energy. Boys in identical uniforms hurried between stately buildings, their chatter filling the crisp morning air. Chris took a deep breath, letting the sights and sounds sink in. This was it. His chance to prove himself. Orientation was held in the Grand Assembly Hall, a cavernous space with high ceilings and rows of wooden pews. Chris found a seat near the middle, his nerves settling as the headmaster, Mr. Pendleton, stepped onto the stage. A tall, silver-haired man with an imposing presence, Mr. Pendleton commanded attention without raising his voice. "Welcome to St. Joseph's Academy," he began, his tone warm but firm. "You are the best and brightest, chosen not just for your academic excellence but for your potential to uphold the values of this institution. This year, we are continuing a time-honored tradition that sets St. Joseph apart." A murmur rippled through the room. Chris leaned forward, intrigued. "As you may know," Mr. Pendleton continued, "St. Joseph has a unique tradition of fostering camaraderie and morale through the Princess Program. 12 students are selected each year to embody the spirit of grace, charm, and unity. These princesses represent the heart of our school, participating in events that bring us together." Chris blinked, caught off guard. Princesses? In an all-boys school? He glanced around, noting the mixture of curiosity and disbelief on his classmates' faces. "The selection process is rigorous," Mr. Pendleton said, his gaze sweeping the room. "Candidates are chosen based on their unique qualities, including charisma, adaptability, and, yes, appearance." A ripple of laughter broke the tension, but Chris's mind raced. Appearance? What did that mean? Later that afternoon, Chris was summoned to a smaller, more intimate room along with several other boys. The atmosphere was tense as they waited for the faculty panel to arrive. Chris fidgeted with the hem of his blazer, wondering why he had been called. "I heard they're picking the princesses today," a boy whispered nearby. Chris's heart skipped a beat. Was that why he was here? He glanced around, noticing a common thread among the boys in the room. Most were slight of build, with delicate features and an air of quiet poise. The door opened, and a panel of teachers entered, led by Mrs. Carter, the head of student engagement. She smiled warmly, her eyes scanning the group. "First, congratulations on being selected for consideration," she began. "Each of you possesses qualities that make you a perfect fit for this program. Over the next hour, we'll be conducting interviews to finalize our choices. Please relax and be yourselves." Chris's mind reeled as he was ushered into the interview room. Questions ranged from his interests and hobbies to how he'd handle representing the school in public events. He answered as honestly as he could, his nerves gradually giving way to a strange sense of curiosity. Why not embrace the unexpected? By the end of the day, the results were in. 12 names were announced, including Chris's. As he heard his name called, a mixture of shock and exhilaration washed over him. He'd been chosen. Whatever this program entailed, he was now a part of it. Outside the hall, the newly minted princesses gathered, exchanging tentative smiles and nervous laughter. Mrs. Carter approached, her demeanor warm and encouraging. Mrs. Carter clapped her hands, drawing everyone's attention. "Congratulations, boys, or should I say princesses," she said with a wink. "This year is going to be unforgettable. Welcome to the Princess Training Program," she said, her smile both kind and commanding. For the next few years, you will not only represent St. Joseph's Academy, but also learn to embody the grace, confidence, and poise this role requires. It's not just about appearances, it's about fostering unity and spirit. Chris glanced nervously at the other boys. Most of them seemed as overwhelmed as he felt. But there was no turning back now. He'd been chosen, and he was determined to give it his all.
Princess Program. Book 1, to be continued.